Welcome to Genuine Classes. Today we are going to see how power is shared in modern democracy. In the previous modules, we have seen power sharing is essential for the smooth functioning of any political system. And in the modern democracy, how power is shared, that's what we are going to see. So there are 4 different ways, methods through which power is shared in democracy. And the first one is power sharing among different organs. So, what is the meaning of organ? Parts, right? So, what are the different parts of government? Different body parts of government. That is legislature, executive, and judiciary. These all parts work together to run a country smoothly. In a government, each part, each organ plays its own function. When legislature is making law, executive is executing it, and judiciary ensure that the law made by legislature is properly executed. So each body is having its own function. And if we ask who is more powerful, let me ask you, which body is more powerful, legislature, executive, or judiciary? When we think, you may feel that executive is more powerful because Prime Minister is an executive. Prime Minister is the most powerful person in our country. We may feel like that. But you must remember, Prime Minister can remain as Prime Minister as far as he gets the support of Parliament, Lok Sabha. So, Lok Sabha is more powerful than Prime Minister, right? If you think like that, then the problem is that if Lok Sabha is more powerful, then how can judiciary take action on Lok Sabha members or Prime Minister? So, judiciary is more powerful, you may feel. But problem is that judiciary is appointed by executive. So, all these 3 are interconnected. None of them more powerful or less powerful. All are equal. So that's why they are, if we check who is more powerful, we can find all of them are equally important, all have equal importance. That's why this division of power is also known by the name horizontal distribution of power sharing. All are equal. This ensures a proper check and balance in a governing system. So first point is power sharing among different organs or horizontal form of power sharing. Now when we come to the second point, among different levels. Sometimes in a country, powers can be shared at different levels. Take the example, in India, we are having a general government at central level. For the entire India, a single government. And below central government, state governments are there. Means regionally, provisionally, each area is having a different administrative unit that is known as state, otherwise union territories. And below the state, again further small divisions are there. They are known by the name local self-government, otherwise Panchayat Raj system. And in Panchayat Raj itself, 3 levels are there, district, block and Panchayat. And this is the example of vertical division of power sharing, otherwise power sharing at different levels of government. You see, If we see who is more powerful, central government is most powerful, below that state government, below that local government. If we connect them, we are drawing a vertical line. That's why it is known as vertical form of power sharing. So two methods we have seen. One is horizontal form or power sharing among different organs, and second one vertical form or power sharing among different levels of government. And the third point is among different social groups. In some countries, there are constitutional arrangements for the representation of women and weaker section in the administrative bodies. Even in India, we are having reserved constituencies to ensure power to a particular section, otherwise weaker section. The weaker section of people must not be denied their share of power because they are less influential, to ensure that reserved seats are given for backward classes. The community government in Belgium is the best example of power sharing among different social groups. In Indian context, the reserved seats for backward communities can be considered as an example of power sharing among different social groups. And the fourth point is power sharing among different political parties, interest group or pressure group. So, how power is shared among different political parties? Political parties share the power in the form of coalition and alliance. These both terms you need to learn. What is the difference between coalition and alliance? Coalition happens after election and alliance happens before election. In India, the major two alliances are, one is NDA, National Democratic Alliance, and BJP is the leader of this particular alliance. Other one is UPA, United Progressive Alliance. Their Congress is the leader of this alliance. Means when the election comes, under the leadership of one political party, the other parties join together and they make some agreements to help each other during the election on some other agreements that when they come into power, they will share the power in this way. So when they make the alliance, they decide that if our party come into power, Prime Minister will be from our party, but the Home Minister can be from your party. This industry we will give to your party. So they are dividing the power even before they come into power. Coalition means it happens after election. Election over and none of the political party or alliance is unable to form a government. Then they make a coalition with other political parties who all are ready to support these major parties. They say that if you support me in this situation, then if you support us in this situation, we will give you 3 ministers. So they are getting a share of power. A small political party in a country or in a state, 100 MLAs are there. Major political parties having 95 MLAs. The remaining 15 MLAs are going to decide who will come into power. So the third major party here, first party is having 95 seats, second party is having 90 seats, and the total number of seats are 200. The remaining 15 people are going to play the major role during the formation of government. So they make an agreement. I will support you, but we need this particular position. So political parties are sharing the power in the form of coalition and alliance. Then interest groups and pressure groups. Interest groups and pressure groups are the groups that influence the decisions of political parties. They are standing as a supporting force behind a political party and influence the decisions of political party. So, when a political party come into power, the interest groups and pressure groups began to give pressure to make policies in favor of them. That's why they are also getting a share of their. That's why interest groups and pressure groups are also getting a share of the power of government and the movement. Movements are able to influence the decisions of government. So these are the four ways how power is shared in modern democracy among different organs or horizontal form of power sharing, among different levels or vertical form of power sharing, among different social groups. Keep the example in Indian context as reserved constituency, and among political parties, interest groups, pressure groups, and movement. They influence the decision of a political party. So, the question answers of this topic will be given with the name Power Sharing Module 4.